it's Bluey. Bingo and I just found ourselves in Escape from Evil Grandpa mode. Hi friends, it's Bingo. Our parents locked us up for the weekend with crazy Grandpa Eugene. He's mean and hates his grandchildren. We need to find a way to escape from here. Yeah, Bingo, we can't stay here. Grandpa Eugene won't let us escape on his watch. Look, there are the first obstacles ahead. Shall we sneak through them? Of course! Jump over those lasers and avoid the spikes. We can do it, Bluey. Great, we jumped over them. Look, there are stone columns up ahead. Let's jump over them. Got it. Look, Bluey, there's the outline of Grandpa Metch ahead. We need to be especially careful. This grandpa is mechanical and faster than us. Exactly. We'll have to act quickly and skillfully. Look, here's a narrow bridge over the lava. Stick with me and don't slip. I'm right behind you, Bluey. We're almost on the other side. Oh no, Grandpa Eugene spotted us. Run faster, Bingo. He's already coming. Watch out for his mechanical arms. There's the exit. We're almost out, Bluey. Just a little more and we'll be free. Bingo! Look, we're in the kitchen mode. See those huge broccoli ahead? We need to walk across them to reach the next stage. Wow, they're gigantic. Jump carefully, Bluey. Don't slip. Got it. Let's jump. 1, 2, 3. Phew, made it. Now what? I see stoves and lasers ahead. We need to be extremely cautious. Yes, the lasers can be dangerous. Jump over them and stay close to the wall. That stove is already heating up. All right, let's keep moving. Jumping over the lasers? Wow, that was close. Now we need to cross this narrow bridge made of spoons. The spoons are wobbly. Be careful. Hold on to the edge and don't fall. Holding on tightly? There. Look, Bingo. Now we need to jump over these spinning knives. They look dangerous. Jump exactly when the knives are at the top. 1, 2, 3. Jump! Phew, made it! Bingo, there's a mixer and a giant bowl of dough ahead. We need to get across it. This will be tough. Jump along the edges of the bowl and avoid the mixer blades. Come on, Bluey, we're almost there. Just a bit more. There, we did it. Great job, Bingo. We completed this kitchen parkour. A week ago, we had a wonderful day. Dad decided to have a picnic, and our whole family went to the forest. We brought sandwiches, fruits, and juices. Bingo and I played hide and seek and swung on swings made from old ropes. Time flew by unnoticed, and the day felt like a fairy tale. When we finally decided to head back home, the sun was setting. But when we arrived home, we made an unpleasant discovery. The door was ajar, and the lock looked broken. Dad went in first, and we all immediately realized something was wrong. Things were scattered everywhere, drawers were pulled out, and our favorite toys and valuable items were missing. We were shocked and couldn't believe someone could do this. I couldn't hold back tears when I saw how our home was turned upside down. My favorite dolls, collected over years, were stolen. Bluey lost his collection of toy cars, and Dad noticed that some important documents were gone. We were devastated and didn't know what to do. Dad immediately called the police, and officers arrived very quickly. They searched the house, collected fingerprints, and reassured us that they would do everything possible to find the criminals. We started to remember if we had seen anyone suspicious when we left for the picnic. Bluey remembered seeing an unfamiliar car near the house, but we didn't pay attention to it then. The next day, we decided not to give up. Together with Mom and Dad, we started making a list of everything stolen and distributed flyers around the neighborhood. People responded and offered their help. One of the neighbors remembered seeing strangers near our house and described them to the police. A week passed, and we were starting to lose hope. But one morning, while we were having breakfast, there was a knock on the door. Police officers stood there with news. They had found the criminals and returned most of our things. We couldn't believe our luck. My dolls, Bluey's toy cars, and even Dad's documents. Everything was found. This incident taught us to be more attentive and cautious. We installed new locks and alarms to prevent such things from happening again. But most importantly, we learned that even in the toughest situations, we shouldn't give up. Family and friends will always help us overcome difficulties. Now, every time we plan a picnic or go anywhere else, we carefully check everything before we leave. Despite everything that happened, we've become even closer to each other and cherish every moment spent together. A week ago, one of the most thrilling and frightening adventures of our lives began. Bingo and I were playing in the backyard when suddenly we heard a loud roar coming from the mountains. Turning around, we saw a huge dragon flying towards our town. Its scales glinted in the sun, and it looked menacing. We realized trouble was close by and ran towards the town center to warn everyone. As soon as the dragon landed, its fiery breath began to destroy houses and trees. Panic spread through the town. People were running to find shelter. I remembered from old books Dad read that there were ways to defeat a dragon. Bingo and I decided to find those books and figure out what to do next. Bluey and I quickly ran home, where luckily we found the right book. It said that a dragon could be calmed and made to leave if you find its weakness. Turns out this dragon loved music, and ancient melodies could soothe it. We grabbed our musical instruments, I took my flute, and Bluey took Dad's guitar. We knew our parents used to play this music, so we locked ourselves in a room and began to learn the tunes. Soon, we were ready. When we approached the dragon, it was furious, but we started playing. Slowly but surely, its aggression began to subside. Its huge eyes softened, and it listened attentively to our music. People seeing this stopped panicking and began to gather around, cheering us on. The music worked wonders. The dragon lowered itself to the ground and closed its eyes, as if remembering something important from its past. It no longer looked threatening. Instead, it became calm and even a little melancholy. We continued playing until it was completely pacified. After a while, the dragon raised its head and, looking at us with grateful eyes, flapped its wings and flew into the sky. The whole town rejoiced. Bingo and I saved our town with the power of music and friendship. That day taught us a real lesson about the strength of music and the importance of keeping calm and finding unconventional solutions in tough situations. We were proud that we could help, and we knew that now the dragon would be our friend, not our enemy. Yesterday was one of the most exciting and strange days in our lives. Our family went to a festival in the city park. There were lots of people, music playing, and everyone was having fun. Bingo and I walked around, went on rides, and even enjoyed delicious ice cream balls. But suddenly, strange glowing objects appeared in the sky, slowly approaching the ground. At first, Bluey and I thought it was fireworks or some kind of theatrical stunt, but as the objects came closer, it became clear it was something completely different. They were UFOs. People started screaming and running in different directions, while Bluey and I stayed close to our parents, not knowing what to do. Our festival turned into complete chaos. The UFOs landed and strange beings emerged from them. They were tall, with large eyes and silvery skin. We were in complete shock and couldn't take our eyes off this unexpected sight. Our parents tried to calm us down, but they themselves were visibly bewildered. When the beings approached the people, we saw that they were behaving peacefully and even tried to communicate with gestures and facial expressions. Suddenly, one of them took out a small device and played music on it, which seemed incredibly beautiful to us. We realized they didn't mean us harm. They wanted to share something important. As people understood that the aliens posed no threat, the atmosphere became less tense. Our parents and others approached the aliens to greet them. They turned out to be explorers from a distant planet who had come to Earth in peace to learn about our culture and society. We spent the rest of the day with the aliens, exchanging impressions and learning from each other. They showed us their technologies and impressive knowledge of space, while we shared our music, dances, and traditions. This day became a lesson for us that friendship and understanding can overcome any boundaries, even interplanetary ones. Thus, our festival, despite the fear and surprise, turned into an unforgettable meeting of two different worlds that found common ground in the world of peaceful discoveries and cultural exchange. Yesterday started as an ordinary day, but turned into the most amazing adventure of our lives. Bingo and I were playing in the garden when we found a strange, shiny bottle labeled shrinking. We thought it was an old toy and decided to open it. Suddenly, we were surrounded by a bright light, and we felt everything around us becoming gigantic. When the light faded, we realized we had shrunk to the size of ants. Our garden turned into a vast forest, and the grass seemed like tall trees. We were excited and a bit scared. We began exploring this new world, encountering giant insects and amazing plants that previously seemed ordinary. Our first encounter was with a big friendly ladybug that helped us avoid dangerous ants. Riding on its back was thrilling. Soon, we understood we needed to find a way to return to our normal size, so we set off in search of a solution. We reached our toy laboratory, which now seemed like a real science station. There, we found an old book with magical recipes and instructions. One of the recipes was a potion that could restore our normal size. We needed to gather ingredients: chamomile petals, a drop of dew, and dandelion pollen. We began searching for the ingredients. Chamomile petals were easy to find as they grew in our garden. We collected a drop of dew using our tiny spoon. The most challenging part was getting dandelion pollen, but a butterfly helped us by leading us to the largest flower in the garden. With all the ingredients, we mixed them according to the recipe and got a shimmering potion. We drank it and felt the bright light surround us again. In an instant, we were back to our normal size. Everything around us returned to its familiar scale. This day taught us that even the smallest beings can accomplish great things and find solutions in the most unexpected situations. We realized the world is full of wonders, and we will always remember our incredible adventure in the world of giant grass and insects. Thanks everyone for watching the video. Goodbye, everyone!